Hey everybody, this is David over at Crypto Academy. In this video, we're going to talk about the differences between Layer 1 protocols, Layer 2 protocols, and decentralized applications. So Layer 1s are the main blockchains, such as a Bitcoin and Ethereum. They have the base architecture that other projects can use to build upon. So, for instance, on the Ethereum network, there are thousands of projects that use the Ethereum architecture and code to build out their own projects without having to worry about building out an entire blockchain, which can be quite costly. The primary objective of the layer ones is to provide network security and validation of the transactions. So these smaller protocols can use that main net architecture, such as an Ethereum or a Bitcoin. They can use their security, their secure network, and the validation of the transactions on the main net. The problem may lie in the congestion of that main net. So for instance, on Ethereum, it has so many projects on it that it can become quite congested at times, and the gas fees can be extremely high. And so therein lies an issue on the mainnet where it's so congested, the cost of transacting on that network can be very, very expensive. So this is where a layer 2 comes into play. A layer 2 is a blockchain built on top of that existing mainnet, such as Polygon Matic, being built on top of the Ethereum network. So the benefit of a layer 2 is that it's going to take transactions off the main network, thus lessening the congestion on that main network, package up these multiple transactions, put them back on to the mainnet as one transaction, thus still relieving the congestion and also relieving the cost to everyone using that mainnet network. So when they take the transactions off chain, package them up, put them back on chain for validation and finalization of the transaction, the cost is far cheaper in using a layer 2 than using a layer 1. But you still get the added benefit of the validation on the main network and the security. The layer 2s obviously also offer a highly secure network as well. Now, decentralized applications, also known as Dapps, really three main parts to a Dapp. One, it has to be open source where everyone can see the coding and what's being worked on. Two, all transactional records are kept on that blockchain for anyone to see, although it's not as easy. You have to know what you're looking for in order to see the transaction. And three, they use a trustless system, which simply means a smart contract. So you don't need to know the person you're dealing with. The terms are already written into that contract. Once those terms are met, that contract is automatically initiated. Okay, so to sum it up, a layer 1 provides the architecture, the validation, and security for other projects to build upon. A layer 2 builds on top of the layer 1 as an auxiliary by taking off transactions from the layer 1, wrapping them up, and then putting them back on to the layer 1 for validation purposes, thus decreasing congestion and decreasing cost and increasing the speed of the transaction. And Dapps, decentralized applications, are those projects that are built on the blockchain technology for various reasons. Could be DeFi, decentralized finance, could be metaverse purposes, could be lending platforms, whatever the usages are. And they are open source. Anyone can see the coding. The transactions are kept on the blockchain for anyone to see. And they use smart contracts, which is a trustless system in which you do not need to know who the person or entity is that you are dealing with. The conditions of the transaction are written into that contract. Once those conditions are met, that contract is initiated automatically. Okay, everyone, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us on the Patreon page.